guys, Amanda here, and I'm just wanting to do a little chat with you guys, do a little bit of a little life update, just to kind of show my face on my channel instead of just my hands through my process videos. But I'm so glad that you guys are joining me today. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you do so by clicking the subscribe button, and all of my links to anything that I talk about or anything like that are going to be in the description box below, so you know the drill as far as that goes. And if you are not already following me on Instagram, make sure you do that at Row Writes. I appreciate all the love I receive on Instagram. It always brightens my day. So just wanted to give you a little bit of a life update. You know, the world is completely crazy right now, and it is no different for me too. I've been dealing with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of anxiety, and just feeling like very claustrophobic in my own home, wanting to get out, but knowing that that's not the smartest thing to do. So it's been definitely a rough couple of months, but at the same time, it's been a bunch of months of growing in my faith. You guys know I have been loving the Daily Grace Co devotionals, so I have been working on that, and I have been doing 2 simultaneously throughout this time, so which has been super great. They have a sale going on right now, so if you want to purchase one of their devotionals, I'll link it down below so you guys can get on that train as well. But I have just been diving into the Word every single day, which used to not really be a habit for me. I would definitely create in my Bible, probably averaging 4 or 5 days a week. But with this new little schedule, I was able to not only create in my Bible, but dive deeper into my Bible and do more of Bible study type activities, which has been super great. I have also been very uncertain when it comes to my job. So you guys know that I am a 3rd grade teacher, and it has been very much up and down. I did teaching from home from the middle of March until almost the end of May. That was definitely a learning curve, and it was super sad to not get to say goodbye to my students in the way that I really wanted to. I did try and make it as special as possible. We did an online little Zoom award ceremony, and I made a little end of year video for them, which was just super sentimental. I had a bunch of pictures from throughout the whole year, so it was just crazy to look back and see the things that they were able to do, touch the same piece of paper without fear of getting sick. So that was just kind of really weird to be able to do, but it was super sweet to be able to do that for them. But the uncertainty has been just up and down. Are we going back to school in our classroom? Are we going to be online? Are the kids ever going to be able to be back in the classroom? Do we have to wear masks? Are we going to have to spread out our desks and things like that? My sister was here, and so she was here for a few weeks, and so when she was here, I had her and my mom come into my classroom and help me set up in case we do go back to the classroom. So we've recently found out that we are starting virtually for the first quarter, minimal. So that's the very least amount that we'll be doing. We're starting all virtually, but I will still report to my classroom to do my teaching, much like this. So that'll be kind of a learning curve as well, but I'm really excited to tackle the challenge, really excited to get out of my house every day, have a routine, feel more like I am contributing to the world, I guess, and giving these kids a really happy place to come to every day. That's my hope. But we did get my classroom pretty much fully set up. Everything's on the walls that I wanted. My furniture is how I want it. Things are slowly getting organized, so when we do get to come back into the classroom, that's right, I'm being very, very optimistic that we will get to come back into the classroom with little tiny people inside of it. So when we do come back to the classroom, I'm completely ready to go, and I can just focus on my curriculum and what needs to be taught, and also their mental health and making sure that they are excited to be at school. So that has been kind of the work side of it. My husband is a teacher as well. Some of you guys know that. We teach at the same school. Funny story, that's where we met. Maybe we'll do a video on that, kind of like our little love story. If that's something that you guys would want to see, go ahead and comment down below and let me know if that's something that interests you, our little love story of how we met. But anyway, he's a teacher at my school too, so we have been kind of going through the up and down. He did the online learning March to May as well. So our house has been very much like quarantined. We've been inside the majority of the time. We haven't taken any trips. We went to do a little staycation down on the Strip about a month ago, and it was really nice to kind of like get away from the house, but not necessarily have to travel. That was kind of nice, but it's just like not the summer we thought it was going to be. You guys know last year we got married. I have like the honeymoon highlight on my Instagram story if you have not watched that, and you want to just feel sad. I don't know why you would want to feel sad, but if you want to just feel sad, you can hear all about how we did not get to go on our honeymoon and the total travel nightmare that we went through the day after we got married. But we did plan a second honeymoon, even though we didn't get a first one, to Disney World. I was so excited. I'm a huge Disney fan. I love Disney. I have averaged probably going to Disney once or twice a year. Disneyland. I've only been to Disney World a few times in my life, but my husband had never been, so I was like, let's go to Disney World. And that was back in like early January that we had made that decision, and we decided that we would go for the summer in June. Obviously, it didn't happen. We did not get to go. We had to cancel. We got our money back. But it was still heartbreaking. Those of you who have been to Disney World, you know that it is very much a like plan before you go type of thing. I had food reservations, hotel reservations, like I had every meal planned out, the time that we were going to be there, what park we were going to be, fast passes, all the things, and it didn't happen again. So that was just one more trial that we had to go through in our marriage, but we are stronger for it, and we haven't just wanted to strangle each other through quarantine, which has been great. That's a really big positive thing. I know some families are like going crazy. If anything, it's my dog that's driving me nuts because he has gotten used to us being home, so he has been just following us around the house and just not wanting us to like be away from him. So when we go back to school, we start our professional development next Monday. When we go back to school, he is in for a rude awakening because he is not used to us being out all day, every day. So that'll be kind of an adjustment, probably for all of us. I know I'm probably going to be tired because I won't be sleeping in as much, even though like for me, sleeping in is like 8:30 or so. My husband still gets up really early to go to the gym, so that won't be very hard for him. But like I've been staying up later, which is not normally part of my school routine, so I will need to adjust that to get back into it. Other than that, like my life hasn't been that exciting. Oh, I have a new nephew, probably since the last time that you guys saw my face. So my nephew was born literally a week and a half before COVID really altered our city. So we got to visit him in the hospital and do all of that crazy stuff, and then literally like the next week everything shut down and it was like craziness. So the fact that we got to see him in the hospital was great. We've been very cautious being around him and getting to watch him grow and do all this great stuff. He's going to be 4 months next month, and we just love him to death. He's the first grandchild on our side of the family. It's me, my brother, my sister. but on our side of the family, it's the first grandchild, so that's really exciting, and our family has just been loving that. So that's a little bit of good news on here too. If you guys have any questions about my life that you're like, hey, like what about this, or how do you deal with this, or whatever, please comment down below. I'd love to do like a question and answer type thing. I can do a question box on my Instagram if that's something that you guys would want to do. Let me know. But I think that's all that I have for you guys. I just wanted to show my face and of course like talk with my hands. I do that quite often, as you can tell. It's probably the teacher in me to keep myself animated while I talk. But thank you guys so much for tuning in on my little life update, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!